Hello and welcome to Club 8 episode 5 of The Pilgrimage on FM24. I'm Jamie, and coming up on today's episode I've got both legs of our UEFA Champions League knockout round tie against Chelsea for you, and the team for the home leg is coming up in just a moment. Okay, here is the team then for the first leg, and it is Payton in goal. Back four is Timber, Molina, Atasoy and Alexander-Arnold. Bajcetic behind McAllister and Strachan in midfield. Szoboszlai on the left, Diallo on the right and Rostel up front. So let's submit the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, well my assistant thinks if I carry this our last performance into this match we'll do well, and who am I to disagree with him? So let's point the finger and agree with him, and let's get out there for the match and see if we can get the win. So as you can see, we're going with our usual lineup, 4-3-3, and our opponents Chelsea have gone with a very similar looking lineup. It may be a 4-1-4-1, but it looks like it might be a 4-3-3. So let's get out there and see if we can get the win. We need a win in this one because we're obviously away in the second leg, and we don't want to be going to Stamford Bridge with anything other than an advantage. And we're almost 10 minutes in. There we are, 10 minutes in. And Chelsea, if anything, have edged that opening 10 minutes. So I think a demand more possibly might be in order. But we've got a highlight now, so I'm going to hold off on that. Strachan back to Atasoy. Plays it square to Molina. To Atasoy again. Crosses halfway. Plays it to Bajcetic, who goes back to Atasoy. It's going to go back to the goalkeeper, and he plays it out to the other centre back, Molina. McAllister goes back to Molina, who gives it back to him. Back to Molina again. We're not really going anywhere at the moment, but Bajcetic finally crosses halfway and goes forward to Szoboszlai, who's gone for goal, and Lunin has pushed it behind for a corner. So we'll have a left-footed outswinger from Amad Diallo, and it's crossed in, and it's a handball from Atasoy, and the highlight comes to an end. Lunin with the short free kick, plays it out to Doué. James plays it forward to Kaboru. Doué plays it into midfield, and Alexander-Arnold steps in to cut it out. Finds Rostel, who plays it on to Szoboszlai, and Lunin makes a brilliant save to concede another corner, which will be another Amad outswinger. And this one is headed clear, but only as far as Atasoy. Amad might be offside, but plays it to Atasoy, who shoots, and Amad Diallo puts the ball in the back of the net, and it is going to count. It is Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0. We've played 21 minutes. We've got the lead. I think we need more than one though. So if we could get a second goal before half time, then that would put us in a really decent position to take back to Stamford Bridge for the second leg. But at the moment it remains 1-0, 35 minutes gone. So very shortly it'll be time to consider what changes we might make at half time. But McAllister's free kick to Amad Diallo, who shoots. Lunin spills it, and it's in fact it's come off the woodwork, and then it's been hammered away for a Liverpool throw-in, but the highlight comes to an end. And in terms of changes, there's not an obvious one to make at half time. So I'll give it some thought. I'll agree with my assistant that we can find another gear. And let's see what we've got on the bench to see if we've got any inspiration. I think I might bring Thuram on for Brody Strachan. And I will also bring on Mark Pubil for Trent. And I'm thinking a third change as well. Atasoy for Eric Garcia. No more though. 3 changes. Get out there for the second half. And let's see if we can finish the job that we started in the first half. And have a healthy lead to take into the second leg. And we are coming up to 10 minutes in to the second half. And still 1-0. No further highlights yet. But we do now have very nearly a full goal advantage on XG. So we thoroughly deserve the lead. Amad Diallo shattered, so we'll get him off. And we'll bring on Mauricio. Szoboszlai on the left is also shattered. We'll bring on Sofiane Diop. And Jurrien Timber needs to come off. In fact, we've run out of subs. Jurrien Timber's going to have to see the game out, which is a little short-sighted of me. So it does look like we may have to settle for a 1-goal advantage as we're inside the last 10 minutes of the first leg. And no sign of even a highlight to potentially give us a second goal. But the highlight now is a Chelsea one. The throw-in is picked up by Timber, who plays it back to the goalkeeper Payton. Finds Eric. Plays it out to McAllister. And a bit of confusion at the back, but Eric plays it into midfield for Thuram. Down the line for Mauricio, who gets away from his man, steps inside and shoots wide. So a big chance goes begging and it remains 1-0. We're into 6 minutes of added time. McAllister joins the ranks of the shattered. James with the throw-in. Enzo back to James. Plays it down the line. Diop's won it back, but gives it straight back to Chelsea. Espino to Kabiru. Back to Espino. It's gone back to the goalkeeper. Finds Sugai. Into Borza. Sudakov back to Sugai. Borza to Sugai. Into Sudakov again. He's under pressure. Goes back to the goalkeeper, Lunin, who's a long way out of his area. Garetta plays it to James. Into Enzo on the right hand side. Finds Kabiru, who crosses. And the shot hits Garcia and goes behind for a Chelsea corner. We've got a little over a minute to survive with a 1-0 lead. And it's punched clear by Payton, but Chelsea come again. Sugai to Galarreta, and that's full time. Liverpool 1, Chelsea 0. I'll play the Premier League game against Norwich off camera, and I'll come back in a moment for the second leg. Okay, well, following a disappointing 1-1 draw at Carrow Road in the Premier League, it's now time for the second leg against Chelsea. And the team to go to Stamford Bridge is Payton in goal. Back four is Tonino, Molina, Atasoy and Timber. Bajcetic behind Szoboszlai and Thuram in midfield. Valchak on the left, Diallo on the right and Rostel up front. So let's sim at the team and go and give a team talk. Okay, my assistant wants to be impressed and wants the players to put on a show. So do I, and I'm going to do that with no gesture. And let's get out there and see if we can finish the job. We've got a 1-0 lead from the first leg. Chelsea going again, matching up our style and shape as they did in the first leg. So hopefully we can have a similar outcome and a narrow Liverpool victory to see us through to the quarter-final. So here we go, and let's see if we can get through this one. And in fact, it won't be the quarter-final, will it? It will be the last 16. So still 1-0, 10 minutes gone in the second leg, and so far we are marginally on top, but not any highlights yet. First highlight is a Liverpool highlight. Szoboszlai with a right-footed corner, headed away. He'll have a chance to cross it again, and does. It's headed into the air. Tonino shot. Tonino with the goal. It is Chelsea 0, Liverpool 1 on the night. 2-0 on aggregate, and we've got breathing space with less than 20 minutes of the second leg gone. So can we manage to get through the rest of the match without conceding? And it is Chelsea free kick. Pascal's ball in, headed away. Szoboszlai picks up the clearance, finds Rostel, who crosses halfway. The loose ball falls to Ahmad, who continues his run. Amad Diallo to Thuram, who shoots, and Lunin with the save. So we've got a corner and a chance to crank up the pressure. Szoboszlai with a right-footed in-swinging corner to the near post. Header from Badiashile out to Szoboszlai, so we can cross it in again. Molina to Tonino, who shoots, and it's straight down the throat of Lunin in the Chelsea goal. So coming up to 35 minutes in, still 1-0, 2-0 on aggregate, and plenty of room for optimism at this stage. Molina to Szoboszlai, Tonino to Valchak, back to Molina, Bajcetic over the top for Tonino, who crosses for Amad Diallo, who hits the post, and it's cleared by Borza for a corner. A throw-in, and the highlight comes to an end. James with the Chelsea throw-in now. Short ball to Sugai, who gives it back to him. James comes down the right-hand side, plays it into his colleague, but gives the ball away. Ahmad's given it straight back to Borza, though, who finds Kabiru. And Kanate gives it to Tonino, who gives it straight to Enzo. Finds James. Kabiru is tackled. Valchak picks up the ball, finds Tonino, back to Payton in goal. And he's given it away. And it falls to Kanate, who puts it in the back of the net. I don't think this is going to be offside, because I think it's come directly off a Liverpool player. So I don't think he can be offside. The goal's given. And we get back underway. Molina to Rostel. Szoboszlai to Nidio into Szoboszlai. Forward for Valchak. Looking for a cross. Plays it into the area. It's cleared by Chelsea. Over halfway. Molina turns, plays it all the way back to the goalkeeper, who controls it and finds Atasoy. Into Szoboszlai. Molina to Atasoy. Thuram to Szoboszlai. Finds Valchak. Down the left hand side, looking for a cross. Plays it back instead for Toninho, who crosses, headed away. And Jurrien Timber picks up the loose ball, drives forward, crosses it in. And Alvaro Rostel restores our lead on the night. And restores our 2-goal aggregate advantage. It is Chelsea 1, Liverpool 2. 3-1 on aggregate. Payton plays the free kick to Atasoy. Into Thuram. Back to Atasoy. And finds Bajcetic, who miscontrols. And Konate has cut the deficit again. And for the same reason I thought the first Chelsea goal wasn't offside, I don't think this one is either. And once again, I'm right. It's 2-2 on the night, 3-2 Liverpool on aggregate, and that's the halftime whistle. So let's go into the dressing room. Happy with the number of shots on target. Not happy with the defending. Amad Diallo is nervous. I'm going to get him off because that's not a good position to be in. And I'm going to bring on Sofiane. In fact, I'm bringing on Mauricio. And for my second change, I'm going to take the misfiring Atasoy off and bring on Eric Garcia, and that will do. So 2 changes. Let's get out there for the second half of the second leg and see if we can at least hold this 2-2 situation. If not, get another goal to press home the advantage. James's free kick clips the crossbar, and it was very nearly level on aggregate. So now we really do need another goal to steady the nerves. Toninho to Szoboszlai. Back to Toninho. Finds Bajcetic. Back to Molina. Inside his own half. Looking for a pass. Finds Thuram. Plays it out to the right for Timber. Plays it forward for Mauricio, who is fresh. Finds Thuram. Cuts inside. And goes for goal. And he's not far wide. So 57 gone. Still 2-2 on the night. 3-2 on aggregate. Szoboszlai into Valchak. On the left hand side. Gives the ball away to James. Sugai plays it back to Lunin. Short one to the other defensive player. And Rostel puts the ball in the back of the net. And it is Chelsea 2, Liverpool 3 on the night. 4-2 on aggregate. And we've got our 2-goal aggregate lead back. And now Bajcetic is shattered. Bonalumi is the suggestion. I'm going to go McAllister instead. For now. That's not to say Bonalumi won't come on in a little while. He might well do. As Thuram is also absolutely shattered. So he's going to be the next one to come off once this highlight has concluded. Connolly comes forward for Chelsea down their left hand side. Looking for a cross. Plays it back instead to Enzo Fernandez, who steps inside and crashes it into the roof of the net. And it's 3-3 on the night. It's Chelsea 3, Liverpool 4 on aggregate. And I am now going to make that change and take Thuram off and bring on Dudu. In fact, that change didn't have time to happen before Rostel picked up an injury. So I'll deal with Rostel's injury and we'll bring on Avramidis. And I'll also take Thuram off as well. And bring on Dudu as I was intending to. So that's all of our changes made. We've got 20 minutes to see out. And we've got a 1-goal lead to do it with. So let's encourage the boys. See how that goes down. Peyton's having a really poor game at the back in goal. And that's not helping our cause. There's a number of very, very tired legs out there. And I think I'm going to drop back to balanced. I'm not going to go any more negative than that. We've got 5 minutes of added time to see through. But if we can do that, we will be through to the next round. And we've very nearly seen it through. We've got seconds left of the allotted 5, and there it is. Chelsea 3, Liverpool 3 on the night. 4-3 to Liverpool on aggregate. I'll be back in a moment to show you the Premier League table as it stands now and to tell you what's coming up on the next episode. Okay, let's take a look at the Premier League table then, and as you can see we are in 7th place, 12 wins, 7 draws, 9 defeats from our 28 matches, 43 points, 1 adrift of 6th place Fulham in the last European place. I think the Champions League is probably gone now, so let's take a look at when we're going to come back. And I will be back pretty quickly. I'll bring you back for the next round of Champions League matches. So I'm going to show you both legs of our round of 16 tie. Opponent yet to be decided. So if you've enjoyed that, please leave a nice thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and goodbye.